For diabetics, maintaining healthy relationships with loved ones goes beyond emotional connections. It also involves making choices that protect your health. Can you see yourself attempting to tend your relationship while dealing with the challenges that come with diabetes? It's emotionally draining when health issues like heart disease, nerve damage, and kidney failure set in. And these complications often come from nutrient deficiencies that can be avoided. The emotional toll becomes even more devastating when you realize that many of these complications could have been prevented by simply eating the right foods. For example, a 2023 study from the Journal of Nutrition found that diabetics who don't get enough magnesium and potassium have a 35% higher chance of developing serious complications, including an increased risk of heart disease. But here's the good news. Making the right dietary changes can have a massive impact. In this video, we're going to walk you through the top 4 foods diabetics must eat to lower blood sugar, boost your energy, and preserve your emotional well-being so you can feel better and have more time to nurture the relationships that matter most. And don't leave after we finish the 4 foods because we've got something special saved for you at the end that you won't want to miss. Let's get started with the first food on the list. 4. Apple cider vinegar. Sometimes the most powerful healing tools are already sitting quietly on your kitchen shelf just waiting to be noticed. Apple cider vinegar is one of those treasures that many people overlook. But for those managing diabetes, it can be a true game changer. It is not just a tangy liquid for salads. It is a natural powerhouse packed with life-changing benefits when used the right way. The real star inside apple cider vinegar is acetic acid. This incredible compound does something truly special. It slows the emptying of your stomach after a meal, which means sugar gets absorbed into your bloodstream much more gradually. No more sharp blood sugar spikes that make you feel dizzy, exhausted, and vulnerable. A fascinating study published in the Diabetes Care Journal found that just 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar before a high-carbohydrate meal improved insulin sensitivity by up to 34%. That is an amazing result for such a simple habit, and it brings hope to so many who struggle to control their numbers every day. But what makes apple cider vinegar really stand out from all the other so-called superfoods is how directly it impacts one of diabetes' scariest complications. When blood sugar spikes again and again, it silently damages tiny blood vessels, leading to serious problems like diabetic retinopathy and even blindness. Choosing foods like this is not just about feeling better after meals. It is about preserving your independence, your vision, and your quality of life for years to come. Of course, not every vinegar is created equal. Some cheap brands are stripped of nutrients during processing. If you want to make the most of it, choose raw, unfiltered apple cider vinegar that still contains the mother, a cloudy mass of proteins and beneficial bacteria. It is a sign that the vinegar is alive and ready to do its job. Now, here is a little insider tip that most people do not talk about. If you find drinking diluted vinegar a bit too harsh, and honestly, who wouldn't? Try blending 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar with a glass of sparkling water and a squeeze of lemon juice. It turns into a refreshing, gut-friendly tonic that is much easier to sip. You can even use apple cider vinegar as a base for marinades, not just for meats, but also for hearty vegetables like eggplant or zucchini. Let them soak for an hour and then roast them until golden, delicious, comforting, and deeply nourishing. Consistent choices lead to big transformations over time. But do not go anywhere yet, because the next food on our list has a sweet aroma, a warm flavor, and a surprising power to tackle one of the most painful complications of diabetes. Can you guess what it might be? 3. Cinnamon. Who would have thought that something sitting quietly in your spice rack could hold such mighty power against diabetes? Cinnamon is not just a cozy flavor for your coffee or oatmeal, and it does much more than just taste good. It fights one of diabetes' sneakiest and most damaging complications. The magic inside cinnamon lies in a special group of compounds called polyphenols. Among them, one particular compound, cinnamaldehyde, shines the brightest. This natural wonder mimics the function of insulin, helping move sugar out of your blood and into your cells where it belongs. Instead of letting sugar float around causing damage, cinnamaldehyde acts like a helpful doorman, ushering glucose safely into your muscles for energy. Research published in the Journal of the American College of Nutrition found that just 1 to 2 teaspoons of cinnamon daily helped lower fasting blood sugar by up to 29% over several weeks. That is not just impressive, it is life-changing. Now, here is why cinnamon is truly unique. When your blood sugar stays too high for too long, it triggers a dangerous process called glycation, where sugars stick to proteins in your blood vessels. Over time, this weakens circulation, leading to terrifying complications like diabetic neuropathy, the burning, tingling nerve damage that robs so many people of their mobility and independence. But cinnamon's natural ability to slow the breakdown of carbohydrates means you get a softer, steadier rise in blood sugar after eating, protecting those precious nerves from silent destruction. However, a word of wisdom, not all cinnamon is created equal. Most of what you find in grocery stores is cassia cinnamon, which contains a substance called coumarin. In large amounts, coumarin can harm your liver over time. That is why health experts recommend choosing Ceylon cinnamon, often called true cinnamon. It has a lighter, sweeter taste and much lower coumarin levels, making it a safer choice for daily use. Now for a little kitchen magic that hardly anyone talks about. Instead of just sprinkling cinnamon over your food, try stirring half a teaspoon of Ceylon cinnamon into a cup of warm herbal tea with a splash of almond milk. This not only makes a delicious comforting drink, but also gives you a steady, gentle boost of blood sugar support throughout the day. Another easy idea is to fold a teaspoon of cinnamon into plain Greek yogurt along with a handful of berries. It creates a rich, creamy treat that is both satisfying and healing for your body. When you add cinnamon mindfully to your day, you are not just seasoning your meals, you are seasoning your future with strength, resilience, and hope. But hold on, because the next food we are about to reveal does something even more surprising. It soothes one of the most stubborn problems that diabetics face every single day. Are you curious yet? 2. Avocado. Have you ever held an avocado in your hand and thought of it as medicine? It is true. Inside each silky green avocado, there is a treasure chest of healing nutrients. But one superstar nutrient stands out above the rest: monounsaturated fats. Just one whole avocado holds about 15 grams of these healthy fats, and they work wonders by improving your body's insulin sensitivity. When your cells respond better to insulin, sugar can move out of your blood and into your cells more easily, keeping your blood sugar levels calm and steady. Research published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that a diet rich in monounsaturated fats improved glucose regulation and even reduced insulin resistance by nearly 25%. That is the kind of transformation that could change a life. Here is where avocados become even more of a blessing. One of the most painful complications of diabetes is chronic kidney disease. High blood sugar puts relentless pressure on the kidneys, slowly wearing them down over time. But when you stabilize your blood sugar with the help of good fats like those in avocados, you give your kidneys a fighting chance to stay strong and healthy. Even better, avocados contain less than 2 grams of carbohydrates per serving, meaning they will not cause the dangerous sugar spikes that hammer away at delicate kidney tissues. Of course, it is important to choose your avocados carefully. Look for fruits that give slightly when pressed gently. Overripe avocados can sometimes taste bitter, while underripe ones will not deliver the creamy richness you deserve. And remember, not all fats are created equal. Trans fats found in processed foods can worsen insulin resistance, while the pure, clean, monounsaturated fats in avocados lift you up toward better health. Now, here is a little trick hardly anyone talks about. Instead of just slicing an avocado on toast, try blending half an avocado into a green smoothie with a handful of spinach, a small green apple, and unsweetened almond milk. This makes a creamy, satisfying drink that keeps your blood sugar stable for hours. Another easy idea is to mash avocado with a squeeze of lemon juice and a sprinkle of sea salt, then spread it over a piece of whole grain toast. It is simple, it is quick, and it is one of the tastiest ways to fuel your body with the strength it needs. With every creamy bite of avocado, you are choosing a path of healing, balance, and vibrant health. It is not just a fruit, but hold on, because the next food we are about to discover targets a completely different complication that can quietly steal away your energy and vitality. You will not want to miss it, will you? 1. Oats. What if a simple bowl of oats could be your secret weapon against diabetes complications? Yes, it is true. That warm, comforting breakfast you grew up loving is much more than just a morning ritual. The real hero hidden inside oats is called beta-glucan. This incredible soluble fiber found richly in just one serving of oats forms a soft, thick gel inside your gut. What does that mean for you? It means carbohydrates are absorbed much more slowly, giving your blood sugar a smooth, gentle rise instead of those wild, dangerous spikes. In fact, 1 cup of cooked steel-cut oats can provide around 4 grams of beta-glucan. Research published in the Journal of Nutrition and Metabolism revealed that regular oat consumption helped lower fasting blood sugar levels by nearly 10% after just a few weeks. What an easy and delicious victory for your health. Now, here is where oats truly shine. One devastating complication of diabetes is cardiovascular disease. When blood sugar runs high, it damages arteries from the inside, making heart attacks and strokes much more likely. But by using beta-glucan to control blood sugar and lower bad cholesterol at the same time, oats offer your heart powerful protection. Plus, oats are packed with tiny but mighty nutrients like magnesium and avenanthramides, which add even more anti-inflammatory power to your diet. Of course, not all oats are created equal. Steel-cut oats and rolled oats are the champions here. They keep their natural fiber strong and intact, giving you all the beta-glucan goodness your body needs. Instant oats, on the other hand, are often processed and stripped of this magical fiber and sometimes even loaded with hidden sugars that could sabotage your efforts. Choosing the right kind of oats is not just smart, it is essential if you want the true healing benefits. And here is a heartwarming tip that hardly anyone talks about. Instead of just boiling oats in water, try soaking steel-cut oats overnight with unsweetened almond milk and a sprinkle of cinnamon. By morning, you will have a creamy, soothing breakfast that supports steady blood sugar all day long. Or blend a handful of rolled oats into your morning smoothie. It adds a soft, creamy texture without needing any sugary thickeners. Every spoonful of oats you enjoy is like a loving hug for your blood vessels, calming inflammation, steadying your energy, and nurturing your heart. It is not just food. It is powerful natural medicine you can enjoy every single day. Practical tips for incorporating these foods. Sometimes the biggest changes come from the smallest steps, don't they? When it comes to managing diabetes and protecting yourself from its dangerous complications, it is not about turning your kitchen upside down overnight. It is about simple, thoughtful choices that gently lead you toward balance and strength. The first little secret is to focus on whole, unprocessed foods. Whole foods are treasures from nature, packed with all their original fibers, nutrients, and healing powers intact. For example, choosing a handful of fresh strawberries instead of reaching for a sugary jar of strawberry jam can help you flood your body with antioxidants while avoiding blood sugar spikes. Or think about swapping out a packet of instant oatmeal for a warm bowl of hearty steel-cut oats. It is those small swaps that quietly build a fortress around your health. Now, here's where the magic multiplies. Combining certain foods together creates a synergistic effect that makes them even more powerful. A bowl of oatmeal topped with a sprinkle of walnuts and a dash of cinnamon becomes a blood sugar balancing powerhouse. Or a colorful kale salad tossed with lentils and creamy avocado layers, fiber, protein, and healthy fats that keep your blood sugar as steady as a calm river. These simple pairings are not just delicious. They turn every meal into a tool of healing. Of course, even healthy foods need a little mindfulness. Portion sizes still matter because even the best foods, if eaten without awareness, can nudge blood sugar higher than we would like. A serving of strawberries might be 1 cup sliced. A serving of steel-cut oats might be half a cup cooked. Keeping an eye on these little details is like learning the gentle dance your body needs to stay balanced and strong. And here's a little-known tip that adds a delicious sparkle to your meals. Roasting vegetables like okra brings out their natural sweetness and gives them a wonderful crispy texture without needing any heavy breading or frying. Plus, sprinkling cinnamon not just in sweet dishes, but even into savory stews or roasted veggies can help support blood sugar control thanks to special compounds like cinnamaldehyde working behind the scenes. Another insider trick: if you are using apple cider vinegar, always dilute it properly. Mixing 1 tablespoon into at least 1 cup of water can help you enjoy the blood sugar benefits without irritating your stomach or harming your teeth. It is these small, caring steps that add up to giant leaps in your health journey. And let's not forget, building a sustainable lifestyle is about love, not punishment. Gradually weaving these foods into meals you already enjoy makes it easy to stay consistent. Variety is your best friend here. Every colorful plate, every new flavor, every little adjustment strengthens your body's natural defenses more and more each day. Keeping yourself informed about nutrition is like giving yourself a superpower. Understanding why a certain food helps or harms lets you make smarter choices naturally without having to second guess. And always remember to work hand in hand with your healthcare team because your journey is unique and deserves personalized care. Balancing blood sugar is not a race. It is a joyful, steady walk toward a better, brighter life. Every small choice you make sends a ripple of healing through your entire body. If you found this video helpful, give it a like, share it with someone you care about, and subscribe for more real, research-backed tips that empower you to live fully and love deeply. Eating the right foods isn't just about numbers on a blood sugar chart. It's about sharing more beautiful moments with the people you love. It's about having the energy to laugh, hug, celebrate, and create memories that last a lifetime. When you nourish your body properly, you're giving yourself and your loved ones the greatest gift, more healthy, joyful years together. Now, it's your turn. Which of these foods are you excited to add to your plate? Or do you have a favorite diabetes-friendly food that brings joy to your family gatherings? Share it with us in the comments. Your story could inspire someone else today.